After a long break, the boys are back in town. What's up, guys?
It was a pretty long break.
It was a long break. Yeah. We back. We back. Like we left some.
We right back.
Yeah,
back.
we right back.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Back.
Yeah.
Thanks for the break, though, Jay.
Yeah, nah. Thank Jeff for that break.
No,
That's a
thank
Jeff
you.
break. Nah,
Thank
yeah, you thank me. Okay,
Thank you.
okay, for sure. Yeah. Mercenaries, man. We got mercenaries now. Weezy, kick us off, man. Song of the week. We got mercenaries.
My song is Playboy Cardi. Oh wow, featuring
You listen to Cardi?
radio.
Okay.
Featuring Weekend. I'd rather lie.
Oh, that's that is your song. Yeah,
This young
You was
and
thinking-
stuff.
Yeah.
This YN.
YN. Yeah, you a YN.
You ain't
Yeah,
YN to that.
Yeah, you a YN.
You on your YN music.
Yeah.
That's YN music.
That's YN music for sure. Yeah,
YN music.
Definition of YN music.
that's
right there.
definition.
Yeah.
Bunch of yelling, carrying on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That don't matter.
I heard Playboy Cardi.
Exactly. I'm not a YN. That's why I ain't heard.
Yeah, because that song ain't a bunch of yelling and stuff.
Yeah, slick though. My song of the week is Larry June's "Love or Money." Shout out to Larry June. Yeah. Shout out to Larry June. Talk to me, coach.
Keep it kind of with the money. Mine is money on money. Young Thug featuring Future.
Yeah. Shout out to Future. Yeah. Oh, close us out, Jeff.
Yeah. No. Pharaoh Giovanni dropped a new single. Memory.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Talk to me, cameraman. Talk to me, cameraman.
He's still there. And he's still there.
It's my favorite rapper.
That is, man. That's hard to say. Let's get to it, cameraman.
Full Sport Press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing our right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full Sport Press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full Sport Press.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am Jay Ho.
Boy, Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, how you doing, brother?
Damn.
Okay, Drake. Yeah, big boy. Stop, bro. Stop, bro. Yeah. Episode 571. We're unveiling our winners and losers of the 2025 NBA draft and free agency in the NBA. And also, we're conducting an interview with Nashville's own Hall of Famer, Odell Bradley.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
Better doggone know it.
Better damn believe.
Jeff, kick us off. Best of the week.
Point,
man.
that threw me off for the first time. Anyway, first of my best of the week. I got 2. Can I have 2?
Yeah.
Number 2. This for me and Coach right here. Max Kellerman is back, Coach.
Okay.
Max Kellerman back in boxing.
Mhm.
He gonna be calling the Terrence Crawford Canelo Alvarez fight on Netflix.
Okay.
Love to see that. And my second one is real quick. The Indiana Fever Commissioner's Cup celebration. If you haven't seen that video,
Watch
I ain't shaking it.
and watch them.
Oklahoma City Thunder. That's how you celebrate a win, right?
They
there.
having a good time.
Taylor Clark, welcome to the W.
Yeah, watch them. Gotta watch out for them doors. Them doors are closed on you.
Man.
Doors are closed.
WNBA.
Them doors are closed on you.
Man.
Talk to me, Coach. Give me your best of the week.
Man, my best of the week is Kendrick Lamar clears lunch debt for 103 schools across the U.S.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Shout out to that,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Lunch. How much money did y'all parents get y'all to go to the school with lunch? My mom gave me $5.
$5 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was close to that. $3-4, something like that.
$5. What you just?
You know what? I can't even lie. They made me take my lunch. Now I think about it.
Pack lunch.
Yeah,
I
I
had
had
to learn.
packed lunch.
I had to learn how to budget. Grandma gave me money on Sunday night. Said make it work.
Make it work. Okay.
rest
So
of the
that
week.
makes sense.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it kind of depends.
Okay.
I went crazy on Monday.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah,
Starving on Friday.
Right, that's right. My best of the week is Richard Lovelady. New Mets relief pitcher Richard Lovelady has requested to go by his nickname, Dickie Lovelady.
Hey.
Lovelady made his MLB debut as a reliever in 2019 with the Kansas City Royals, and also got approached by Cam Soda to do some X-rated
I bet he did.
stuff with the name
Adult.
Adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, adult entertainment. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shout out to Dickie Love Lady.
Love ladies. Shout out to Dickie. Talk to me. One of my dad's close friends' name was Dickie. Dickie Wade. Shout out to Dickie Wade, man. Rest in peace, man. Talk to me, Weezy. Dickie Wade.
What? My best of the week, right? My best of the week this week. 4th of July, man.
Okay.
I like to shoot my fireworks, man.
Yeah,
Shoot
you
my
do.
fireworks.
Yeah.
Be
How much you
safe.
spending this year? We need them hands. Yeah.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Put it in reverse here.
Get back.
That thing
Hey, make sure you water your lawn before you shoot the fireworks. It's been
Yeah.
real hot.
Say this just going it's going straight up.
No. You missed what I'm saying.
They
No, in the lane when you ignite it shoots the sparks down off the fuse. So if it's dry, your
Water the
grass
grass.
can catch on. Just put a little water on the area where you
water the
where you gonna
grass.
be shooting from. That's all I'm saying, brother.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, or go concrete.
Go on the street.
What's going up? Go ahead, right back to you, man. Worst of the week.
My worst of the week this week is
Shit, man.
what you talking about? It's your man. What?
No, come on, bro.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
All right.
My worst of the week, man. This week, me and Harmony went to the batting cage, man, and I said, Harmony, you could get back a little bit. That ball's coming pretty fast.
Mm.
This is where I stood last time.
Oh man.
He took one right in the hands.
Mm.
Took one right in the hands.
Mm.
Band case over.
Nah, she got back in there, but she didn't.
He cried.
Yeah, but I kind of, I had that was tough love because I could have moved
Yeah.
it back a little
Yeah.
bit, but she said she
She
had it.
learned. She learned the
Took one right
whole.
in the hands.
That's right.
So don't touch that stove.
Yeah, don't touch that. It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Touch
now.
that stove.
Yeah, that's right. Don't touch it. My worst of the week is BYU, man. The BYU football team has ruled that no players are allowed to have any type of sex ever while they're a BYU athlete. The school honor code prohibits any premarital sex, and players have been suspended and kicked off the team for breaking said rule. Quarterback was recently kicked off for the same thing. So,
He transferring.
yeah, pack it
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
For good reason.
What
For
your
good
man's
reason.
gonna do going there?
Yeah, and that was my question. AJ,
what
the
your
band,
man's
that's,
gonna
this cameraman guy. AJ
He gonna
DeBan.
drive off campus. He got 10 million.
Yeah,
He
he
gonna fly somewhere.
gonna bring it fly.
He gonna float out.
Nah, you going people going to jail for that.
No.
No. No.
I know.
At all.
Flying house is over.
You didn't lie. No, the flying out is over.
I didn't say. Thank you. I said he's gonna leave and go somewhere.
Okay.
I didn't say fly.
Jeff said
I said that. That's why I didn't say that.
I did say that.
Flew in.
Can't do that no
Say
more.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, you can.
Talk to me, Coach. Worst of the week.
Oh man, my worst of the week is Coco Golf losing in the first round, man.
Damn, Coco.
Choke.
Fresh off the French Open,
Kicking it too much.
and then lost first round, man. She'll bounce back though.
Got to.
I hate to see that though.
Her first time having liquor was after she won. Yeah,
Had to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
had to do it.
I think Serena spoiled us because Serena would be dominating every tournament. This is more like normal.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
gonna-
Yeah, it's
tennis
normal.
ass-
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
Close us out, Jeff.
Shout back to the fever in the links.
Back to the doors.
Yeah. No, not to the dog.
Mhm.
At the halftime show, shout out to Red Panda.
Oh, damn.
Red
Red
Panda. Red
Yeah.
Panda flopped the unicycle, man.
Bro, they said it was a faulty bike. Though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Never fall.
Red Panda
Yeah.
never fall.
She a legend. Shout out to legend.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah.
to Red Panda, man.
Broke
Yeah.
the wrist.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know she gets 5,000 a visit wherever she goes.
It's Red Panda.
They underpaying her then.
Yeah, she need more.
She getting under, yeah.
Yeah.
More.
More.
Yeah.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, the Google Play,
Yeah.
Spotify, YouTube,
Yeah.
Amazon Music, and the Insta Snap.
It's the snap.
Catch up for the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho.
Yes, sir.
And Weezy.
What it do?
You guys have a yellow box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
We do have award recipient. This week's award recipient is Lannoris Sellers' father. Norris Sellers.
That's right, Weezy. That's right. Big Norris, man.
Norris.
South Carolina football quarterback Lannoris Sellers is walking around wealthy on campus. Sellers inked a blockbuster deal with South Carolina's football team collective for right around $4.5 million for his time at South Carolina this year. Now, Sellers' father, Norris, opened up about his son's high volume of offers. Turns out one was worth approximately $8 million, which was enough for him to transfer. He decided not to, and they decided to stay at South Carolina. And they said, and I quote, "We didn't come here to make any money. We came here to get our education, play ball, and with the schools calling, we're just not going to jump ship because they're offering more than what we're getting. If it ain't broke, don't fix it." The 6'3", 242-pound quarterback threw for 18 touchdowns and 7 picks last year, added 674 rushing yards, and scored 7 times. Sellers could now become the first South Carolina quarterback to land in the first round if he delivers a monster 2025 season. His father helped remind him of the great situation that he had at Palmetto State. So shout out to fathers. But $8 million, and that team that they were talking about was a team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. It's hard to turn down 8.
He did.
And he did it.
He did. But I don't, that might be a difficult decision.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily a bad decision.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah, I don't think that's the deal of the box. It's a difficult decision.
Difficult?
Difficult as hell.
How many games South Carolina going to win this year?
They'll make a bowl game, 6-7 games.
So this is the same thing we said about the quarterback that was at Kansas last year. He was a 92 on college football. He was great, right? That team won 5 games. So in turn, I get it.
That's
but
what
if
I'm dipping.
you go
And you're guaranteed to be a pro.
and you guarantee
Ohio State?
I'm talking about right now. Is Lannoris going to be a pro right now?
they haven't had a
He's still a
quarterback.
pro.
We don't know that because again, Jaden Daniels that was at Kansas, he was getting all the ballyhoo, and them guys won 5 games. So damned if you do, damned if you
Yeah,
don't.
but this kid's in the SEC.
I don't mean
It's different.
It's probably easier to win in the Big 12 than it is in the SEC.
No, Ohio State's in Big 10.
No. I'm talking about him staying in South Carolina.
I don't remember no.
Yeah, he's in the SEC. But if he leave, you said the competitor was.
to the quarterback at Kansas. That's what he's.
But if he leaves, he was going to Big 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
At Ohio State.
At Ohio State, they're not gonna lose more than 2 games.
He got.
Yeah, but we just seen a quarterback at Ohio State go there, and he got in the 5th round.
Because
Yeah,
he
that
can't
dude.
play.
Yeah.
He ain't as good as
He ain't as good as this kid.
Yeah.
So okay, this is what I'm saying. What's the last? And we got to move on. What's the last quarterback we know that won 6 games that got drafted first round?
I
It
can't
ain't.
think.
It ain't.
No,
It ain't.
I bet I can find
The
one.
quarterback that was there and he had a really good time at South Carolina was Spencer Rattler.
Right.
And he went in the 4th round. So it's tough, man. It's tough. We'll talk to old Norris, though. We'll talk to old Norris. You guys ready to get started the first half?
Norris must be a hell of a gambler. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The Revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like you do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Big Jeff. Talk to him.
Thanks for asking, Weezy. You can find me at JEasley84 across all social media platforms.
Coach Locke.
Nothing has changed, man. It's Lock_the_great. That's THA. Get at me.
J-Ho.
J-Ho on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter, man. Shout out to my picks, man. Neat Clifford, man. Let's go.
FSP_Weezy on IG. I'm at Weezy on Twitter. Holla at me.
I'll let you. Speaking of the draft, it's NBA time. We took a week off. Well, now we're here. In a whirlwind couple of days, the NBA went from crowning the Oklahoma City Thunder as champions to welcoming in its new group of young men into the league with the NBA draft. Now, we're a few days into NBA free agency, and the results of the draft and free agency won't be known for years to come. Still, it's fun to make an educated guess who are the biggest winners and losers for NBA's first month of summer. First things first, we'll start off with our winners. Weezy, give me your first winner and why.
The first winner for sure is, to me, is the Houston Rockets.
Okay.
Houston Rockets going to get KD, going to get Dorian Finney-Smith in the draft. My thing is to them that they have to go one more step farther than playoffs.
Okay. Oh shit! Yeah. That's why you got KD there to go, because they needed a hired gun, and he is the hired gun to get you there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
My first winner are the Dallas Mavericks. They went from being labeled as having the dumbest trade in NBA history to selecting Cooper Flagg. Now, I think Cooper will make an immediate impact, kind of similar to what Gordon Hayward did in Utah. He's just that type of player who could help a roster on both ends of the ball. They were in the NBA Finals in 2024, guys, so I think they're looking. You get Kyrie back healthy. You got P.J. Washington. You got Daniel Gafford. You got A.D., of course, and Derek Lively, Klay Thompson. Whenever a Kyrie returns, man, they're a formidable opponent to go deep inside the playoffs.
Do you like the D-Lo pickup?
I do like the D'Lo pickup. That's going to give Kyrie time to stretch it all the way to maybe January, and he'll be back at 100%. Yeah. Give me your first winner, Coach.
I had Denver.
Oh, yeah.
They traded Michael Porter Jr. and a 2032 unprotected first-round pick for Cam Johnson, which allowed them to save some money by shading some off the salary but still keeping a shooting presence. And they also freed them up to reacquire Bruce Brown, who can guard and was on that title team in 2023, so he kind of knows the land of Denver. So I had Denver.
All right, clear out for me.
Yeah.
The key word for the day, gentlemen, is competence.
Oh, Lord.
The Atlanta Hawks have a competent front office. This is the best This is the best free agent draft season we've ever had, ever. All right, bring in y'all man's the unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis. Pick up Luke Kennard, bring in more shooting, Asa Newell, and we somehow convinced Joe Dumars to give us an unprotected first-round pick. Whichever's the best one for either New Orleans or Milwaukee, we get possibly another lottery pick out of that. And we already have Trae Young under contract, and we still have $7.5 million left under the tax to bring in yet another veteran for the vet minimum. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you win our offseason.
It's true, man. That's definitely one of my winners. That's a good one.
Me too. And because they also picked up Nickeil Alexander-Walker, which was huge for them.
Yeah. They have no person under 6'5" than Trae Young. That's the only person on the entire team. So just a great, great job. It's a competent front office now.
In a very weak East.
Yeah.
Very winnable East.
Yeah. Yeah, Picard. Sure.
Let's go.
Give me another winner. Weezy.
LA Lakers.
Okay, let's see. It is.
Getting the big man DeAndre Ayton. It kind of I don't think that's the big man they wanted, but it's like, oh, if he's available now, let's get him. And they had to make a move. They needed a big man presence clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think them getting I think Lakers getting DeAndre Ayton was a pretty good move.
Cool. My pick for the next winner is the Spurs. Got incredibly lucky with the draft, having a top 4 pick 3 straight years. The Spurs are officially ahead of schedule. You got Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. You got Stephon Castle, Rookie of the Year as well. And you can trade for De'Aaron Fox without giving up any real assets. I think it's one of those things. Now you get the number 2 pick, and I think that Dylan Harper's better than Stephon Castle. So Spurs made it clear.
You're on that one.
Now Dylan Harper is way better than him.
No, that man's a rookie. Stephon Castle.
They ain't even make the tournament.
But the season is there.
He ain't even playing the tournament. Bro.
Just
still is the rookie.
That matters to that tournament matters.
Did he get Rookie of the Year last year?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Huh.
And you think he's better than Rookie of the Year?
Winner still.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's better. He's a better basketball player. Like coming into the draft, if they had a chance to pick between Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper standing right there, they're picking Dylan Harper.
Yeah, coming into
That's
the draft.
all I'm saying.
Coming into the draft.
No, today.
No, not today. I don't know.
Oh, hell no. That man won Rookie of the Year.
I mean, you know what I mean? Bro, we've seen Rookie of the Years. First off, okay, cool. Never mind. I ain't gonna do that.
No, if we're talking potential, though, I see where you're going.
It is, yeah.
I see where you're going.
Yeah. Dylan Harper's a better
I
basketball.
don't see that. You don't see where he's going.
What you got, Coach?
I got Damian Lillard, man. He gonna get paid all the money that's owed to him.
Yeah.
He gonna be able to rehab for a full year in Portland around his family, and then he's gonna be able to decide where he want to play the next year because the salary ain't gonna matter because he can sign for whatever he want to. That's a good deal. So if he want to go team up and play with LeBron, he can for cheap because we know I'll get to that later.
Mm-hmm.
He can go play with him. If he want to go play with the Spurs, he can play with the Spurs. If he want to go to fucking Dallas, he can go play with Dallas. He can go if he want to.
He can go wherever he wants
I
to.
kind of agree with Locke because financially that's a great deal.
Yeah.
But I think he needs to be in somebody's. He needs rehab on somebody else's terms. He don't need rehab by himself.
No, he is.
No, he
He's
had
still
the best-
NBA.
yeah.
He's still with the
rehab out there.
The reason that they cut him is because he wanted to rehab in Oakland instead of Milwaukee. And Milwaukee's like, we want to see what's going on. He's like, nah. So they cut him without even telling him. And he only wants to go to 3 places, either Denver,
LA.
Golden State, and Boston. So
Oh, really?
there we go. Give me another winner, Jeff.
Clippers. Clippers were already a title contender last year. They ran into Denver. That's what Yoke Dog do. The Clippers, they were a 50-win team. They brought back James Harden on a fair 2-year deal. Brought back Nick Batum on a cheap 2-year deal. And then you bring in Brook Lopez at a pick and pop 5 to play behind Zubac, and you could do a double center lineup. that's again how you win the offseason. Because now you bring in Brook Lopez with that score, with as him another shooter with James Harden to find on the pick and pop three. Beautiful pickup. Beautiful pickup.
Gotcha. Give me another winner, Weezy.
And this is all just money for me. And it's SGA. SGA is on pace to make $700 million just off the NBA alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of bread.
That's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
And Finals MVP,
Mm.
MVP of the season, and then you get $285 million. And he's on pace to make $81 million in that last year of his contract. We're gonna make a lot of
money. Yeah. My next winner is double bigs. After the OKC Thunder won that championship, starting 2 7-footers. Now it's 12 teams that got 2 7-foot bigs playing the 4 and the 5. So versatility, I get it. And on top of that, 3-point shooting, it ain't going anywhere. But I think the double big situation now that you'll see in New York, you also see in Dallas and every other team.
And the Clippers.
Yeah, 13 teams. Hell, that's almost half the league. So yeah, they're trying to intimidate drivers who test the paint. It's growing. It's just like everything washes and comes back. And I think as far as the double bigs, that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Coach? Another winner.
Another winner for me. I guess the word of the day is competent. I guess
Mm-hmm.
Orlando might actually have a competent offense now. They picked up Desmond Bane and Tyus Jones, which is going to be able to space the 4 for P5. For the people who don't know what that is, it's Paolo Banchero. He can actually work because he has the shooters around him now. So this is going to be big for Orlando, and probably see Orlando take another step up this year.
Another winner, Jeff.
Kind of piggyback off what Coach said about Denver, but two more pickups on Denver that really, really going to be big for them. You get my guy, Tim Hardaway Jr. Always been my guy.
Yeah, but
That's-
to a fault, though.
Go ahead.
It's to a fault. I mean, Tim Hardaway Jr. he ain't going to win you no game.
I tell you who
He's
will,
an
though.
adult, though.
I tell you who will. Jonas Valanciunas will win you games in the regular season because now you can actually rest Jokic and you have another 5 to come in and play, give him quality minutes in the regular
about
season.
going overseas.
But he is in Denver right now. I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, he's talking about
in
going
Denver
overseas.
right now.
No, he said,
That was a great pickup.
give me another winner, Weezy.
My next one was Atlanta Falcons. So we talked
Atlanta Falcons. They play.
I mean,
NBA.
Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jeff, I want to ask you about your Hawks real quick. Are you excited about your boy Kristaps? You called him Sprinkles.
Yeah, Sprinkles is Sprinkles. That's what he do.
I was just saying, you got to.
Here's the thing. He just gotta show up.
He
gotta
you
show
mean
up.
just stay healthy or show up?
Did he show up?
Here's okay. 82 games. Give me 50.
He did
45 to 50.
He'll do that.
45 to 50.
In the playoffs.
and be healthy for the playoffs. Because the East is wide open. If he can be healthy by the playoffs, and if my number 1 pick from last year can take that leap, the East is ours. And I'm not exaggerating.
Who that's going for? You got.
I'm not
Trey.
exaggerating at all. Trey already did it by himself.
So you got.
Trey
So
did it
you
by
got
himself.
Trey. Then you gonna start Dyson Daniels.
Yes, sir.
Then you'll do Ricochet.
Ricochet at the 3.
Then
Kristaps.
Kristaps at the 4, and then Big O at the 5.
Come on now.
That's
Nick-
5. That's
the
5.
The Knicks are still out there.
That's Jalen Johnson.
I'm telling you who would never be afraid of the Knicks. Trey Young said it's quiet in this bitch.
Detroit's still out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Detroit is scared.
Detroit is
I'm
still
trying
out
to
there.
see.
Yeah, my last winner.
What did Trey say in the guard? Quiet in this bitch. That's what he said in the guard.
What they say, Jeff?
It's quiet in this bitch.
No, what the Hawks do? There you go. All right. My last winner, the Utah Jazz, man. You got Ace Bailey. And when this happened, I was looking at it, I was like, damn, Ace, man. They sent my dog to the Nice Watch. And I was looking at it, and I said, you know what? Nah, this is straight, bro. Nah, for sure. It's going to work out. This might be the best case scenario. Now, BYU is in Utah, so in turn, you can't have sex, but he's in the NBA. So in turn, I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? But he'll be fine. I think it's one of those things with him. This might be the best thing that's happened now. I ain't gonna lie. And his agent, now he got a white man saying that he the agent now.
Yeah.
I feel good now. I feel comfortable now.
You can't do that. We are 12 days after June.
I
You can't do that.
feel comfortable now. Nah, because we know that's just a fake.
If I
It's
would've
just a
said
fake.
that-
No, you Uncle Tom.
If I'd have said
Uncle
that,
Weezy, that's your name.
Come on,
Uncle
chill.
Weezy, yeah.
Chill, bro.
But what I'm saying is, I think it's gonna work out. Now, will he re-up his contract with Utah? Hell no. But I really do think that this is gonna be the best thing to happen for Ace Bailey. Him going to Utah and being out there with the Nice Watch.
He might, if the conspiracy theories happen like they say it is, he might re-up.
He might re-up.
Because that means they gonna get your boy from BYU.
Yeah,
AJ
they said they rigging that to get him.
I got a question for you.
Why you pointing?
You 5-star quarterback, right?
Oh boy.
Okay.
And you have a crazy senior year.
Mm-hmm.
Every college in the world looking at you. You tear your Achilles, right?
Mhm.
They all back out. But BYU is on the list. You going?
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta play.
Under the stipulations?
Under the stipulations. That don't mean you can't crank it.
A lot.
That Soldier Boy, baby.
Look at you like something. I don't know about that.
No, I didn't.
I can crank it.
That's all. That's all.
You
That's
gonna
all.
crank that back,
That's all
man.
Hey, you.
I got one more winner.
Okay, go ahead.
Philadelphia.
How?
Philadelphia 76. Hear me out.
Please.
Whatever's left of Paul George.
That's a lot left in
Joel,
my boy.
whatever's left in Joel. Whatever's left in Joel Embiid.
That's who it's on.
Whatever's left in Tyrese Maxey. You
He
give
can
VJ,
get that thing.
hear me out. You go get VJ Edgecombe. He fits that team better than any other team in that top 5.
Now, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You know who his Bahamian brothers is.
Tread.
No. I'm sorry.
Tread
You got Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
Never really. Luther Girl. When you say Luther
But
Girl.
I'm saying
I
no.
just-
Okay, here's the worst.
Potentially though.
Fucking DeAndre Jordan is Bahamian.
Yeah. He's still a pro. That's a pro's pro.
Yeah,
DeAndre Jordan's a pro.
I forget about DeAndre Jordan for the
But not,
Clippers.
I'm not. I'm tripping. DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, I'm gonna say, what are we
That-
talking
that-
I
about?
said DeAndre Jordan's a pro.
There you
DeAndre Ayton.
go. Okay,
More on him later.
He said it was snowing.
Yeah.
He couldn't make it up the hill.
Yeah.
So
In
I'm gonna
Portland.
stay at the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Heck on the Luther curl with
buddy,
But-
he my boy.
but
He just made my
Paul
boy
George
prove him
is
wrong.
never curled,
Oh,
man.
that thing curl. He got a
No.
signature shoe.
Paul George ain't good.
Talking about
Yeah,
it.
he was in the running for
He curled him, but he
MVP.
still ain't curled.
No, no, he
He
had a
curled.
bro. He got it.
He ain't curled in 10 years.
First team All
They-
NBA before, bro. That's curling.
Yeah.
Before.
No.
So it means he curled at some point.
Nah.
He
no
curled.
activated. That thing was curl.
But he ain't.
Thank
He
you.
ain't never done a goddamn thing.
That's not
That's
fair.
not true.
Has he ever been an All NBA performer?
He's been an all-star.
No, man. No, he haven't. Bet it. Bet it.
He's a role player.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not out there to be all NBA before him.
He's not.
Yeah.
Nah.
I said he's going to average. I
Specialist.
said he's going to give you
But man,
17.
he tried to say he was an
I
All.
said,
And that was indeed a lie.
Yeah.
I said he's
Okay.
going to give you 17.
Okay.
And you said he wasn't.
He did it.
He
He
did
did
it.
it about 3 times.
Exactly.
But it never. He was a top 5 pick. Let's get to the losers, man. Jeff, kick us out. First loser. Who you got?
Ooh, okay.
A lot of losers.
Hey Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's
Brooklyn.
Hello, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Mm,
You had 5 damn picks.
5 of them.
5 picks to help change your roster.
Yeah.
You made all 5 of them picks. And you picked the same doggone person
Yeah,
5
man,
times.
5 times.
I understand you got a new coach, you got new everything. You think that coach can help
Mhm.
develop these players the right way, do
That's
what
right.
needs to be done. But 5 players
Crazy.
that do the same thing.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
Horrible.
Yeah, that ain't
They
nothing.
have to get an owner that cares.
Yeah, they got owner that care. It's just one of them ones where they just incompetent. At first, Sean Marks doing a really bad job. He's doing really bad. I'm telling Masai Ujiri gonna take his gig and turn that shit up. I wish he had those 5 picks and he would have went there with that.
Mhm.
Yeah, he would have tore that up.
Mhm.
Talk to me, coach. Give me your first loser.
Miami swept out of the first round of playoffs. Pat Riley said they're going to have a lot of changes coming, but all they did was acquire Simone from Fecchio
Yeah.
from Detroit in the signing trade.
That's a Miami.
And they lost Duncan Robinson. So what change is coming in Miami? And then maybe he's talking later on, but right now they ain't doing nothing.
You ain't
But
like
they got to
to
lose
stay on
it.
his feet?
Yeah.
That ain't enough.
Okay.
I
That ain't
think,
enough.
I think the problem with Miami is they're not attractive no more.
Mm.
To know
Ain't nobody
veterans.
trying to do that shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
just the city alone is not getting people to come no more. That team is not attractive no more.
Yeah, it ain't. And ain't nobody trying to play with a I was about to call him. Basically he run a he run a plantation.
Yeah.
He's a slave owner, man. Nah, okay, I'm gonna move on.
They could have won a top 5 coach though.
Yeah, Spoelstra is cold, but yeah. My first loser is the Hornets, man. So you got Con Knipple and you bring in Liam McNeely, and I get it. You're adding space and you're adding shooting, but what I'm telling you is those two guys play the exact same way. You can't win with those two guys in your starting 5, and then you also still have Brandon Miller and you still got Melo Ball. It just don't make sense. You need to add size. Where the bigs at? Trade to get some bigs. Don't get Con Knipple and Liam McNeely. Get Con Knipple, and I would say, hey, man, Maluach. That will work, but that don't work.
Rich said no. Rich called that move.
I'm going to make this call.
Yeah, don't you worry about it.
They looking to play in the playoffs for the first time in a decade. That ain't the play. Those two, no disrespect, but you don't need 2 white starting 5. You just never mind. Let's just move right.
I'm on
Yeah,
today, boy.
give me
I'm on today, boy.
My loser is the Boston Celtics. Yeah, I get it. You were over your head in money. Your best player went down, but they pretty much just said, "All right, we won our chip last year.
Yeah.
It's over with. Let's just blow the whole team up."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis. That's a lot to lose.
Yeah.
And you already and Tatum's already out.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Jaylen Brown ain't asked for a trade or something.
Yeah. I mean, he hurt, so he can't really ask for no trade. Yeah,
They was talking about getting rid of him or my boy.
Derek White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they a playoff team? Are they a playoff team next year?
No.
As constructed, yes.
Yeah,
Play-in.
maybe
Play-in.
maybe 7.
So they're gonna go from being a top 3 seed to a play-in.
You losing 3 players basically.
Yeah.
Tatum is out.
That's
Then
crazy.
you got rid of
KP,
Porzingis.
and you got rid of
You got
Drew
Drew
Holiday. Yeah.
You still got
Yeah.
Derek White. Still got Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Still
My
got Payne Pritchard.
my
They'll be
next.
6 seed.
Yeah. No way. No way.
No.
6?
Think about it. Pacers are done. Pacers won't be top 5.
No.
It's the Knicks,
Detroit.
Detroit,
Cleveland.
Come on.
Cleveland.
Orlando.
That's a fight.
Orlando.
But it's still a fight.
Orlando.
Orlando ain't proved it yet. I'm just-
Orlando.
Okay, if you give me Orlando's
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
everything else is up for grabs after that.
That's tough.
Everything else up for grabs.
Yeah, but
Because the Pacers gonna be up for grabs, Celtics gonna be up for grabs, Hawks gotta prove it. See what I'm saying? It ain't
They humming on each
Yeah,
other.
nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. Nah.
it don't sound right now, but when you look at it on paper, that's
Yeah,
it.
So you telling me, the
Think
year of
about
our
it.
Lord 2025,
It's the about Lord 2025.
that you think right now,
Would you put it on the board?
would you put it on the board?
As presently constructed. No other moves. No other moves.
Yeah.
No other
We
moves.
gotta
And don't-
see- you know who they center is?
Now hear me out.
You.
Right. No other moves.
Yeah.
It's presently constructed.
Yeah.
Will they be a 6 or 7 seed?
No, you just
I said 6. I said 6.
You said 5.
No, I didn't say 5. I said 6.
You said 5.
I promise you I said 6.
All right.
Yeah, I put 6 on the board. I'll put 6 on
There'll
the
be a 6 seed.
Presently constructed, no other moves. There'll be a 6 seed. And no injury.
They gonna make one more trade.
some
though.
moves gonna happen.
Yeah, they gonna have to. We'll wait to see how they go at the end for sure. My next loser, Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers, dog. They got a tough decision to make because they don't want to pay the luxury tax. They ain't never paid the luxury tax since the owner had this team. Right. So you don't pay Miles Turner his $125 million. You let him go to the Milwaukee Bucks, one of your biggest adversaries. It's tough, man. And then you got to pay Ben Mathurin, and on top of that, you might lose Nembhard, the Pacers. And I get it; it just wasn't worth it for Tyrese Halliburton to play in that. And I'm sure everybody will say, yeah, anybody's gonna play in that situation. But man, this is changing the trajectory of the Pacers for the foreseeable future. They'll never. I don't think they'll ever contend again. Not in the next 5 to 10.
Nah, not ever. You can't.
Not in the
say
next 5 to 10 unless somebody else come there.
Yeah.
Not with this.
Halliburton's
Not with this team.
Halliburton's coming back.
But they lost Miles Turner. That was big.
That was huge.
Had a horrible championship though.
But it don't matter.
But the other 6
Horrible
games
shoot,
though.
Been there 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
They try to trade him 9.5 of them teams.
Man,
You said they didn't make the playoffs.
man, they did not want to pay the luxury tax because there's no reason to
I
pay
bet
the
they make the
luxury
playoffs
tax
2 years. Put them on the board.
in 2 years.
Yeah.
When who?
You said they won't make it in 5 years. I bet they'll be back in playoffs.
No, I'm
2
talking.
years.
No, what I said was they won't contend for a title.
Oh,
That's what I said. That's what they just did.
That's different.
If Tyrese Halliburton sits out, chills off that calf strain, it's a different team. But now, it's up for them. It's up. Give me another loser, guys.
I had the Lakers
Yep.
Yeah.
for the reason. First of all, LeBron signing the $52 million
How
deal.
about that, coach?
That's the first thing. Because now you can't go get another big time player.
He ain't giving no
Yes,
back.
Thank you, coach.
Nah.
LeBron is underpaid. Even if he getting $52 million, LeBron deserve 100.
Not this shit. Not this age, LeBron though. No.
Coach, I guarantee if you was in that corner, you ain't turning down that money.
Yes, I am.
I just turned down.
I'm a billionaire. What matter?
But he
What is-
can't turn it down.
Why can't he?
Because it's a union.
What you mean to you?
As a union, you can't, as a player, how a union works, if he, as LeBron, takes less money than he can actually take, you now look bad on the union because now you can't expect other players to do that as well. That's the whole purpose of having a union.
Got to get that money.
He can't do that.
Other
He
teams
can't
are
take
paying
it.
more,
But you
coach.
know, and that's why LeBron got on the damn podcast and tried to throw that ring shit don't matter because he knew he was gonna take the $52 million, which was not gonna allow him to go get another big star. So no, they're not gonna contend to win the championship. Yeah, they got DeAndre Ayton, but we know DeAndre Ayton is done. Then they lost Finney Smith to the open market. So I just had the Lakers as a loser.
They got to make one more move.
With what money?
Nah, with
They got
they got to get Reeves, Connect, and Ruri. They got to convince somebody to take them 3 for something else.
So now somebody else got to take.
Somebody else got to
fight.
fight. I mean,
see what I'm saying?
they go out there.
The question is this his last year?
Took 80 for Luka.
Is this his last year?
LeBron gonna play for 25 years. He gonna get to 25 and then quit.
The thing is, if you the Lakers, you pay him this 52 this year, but you get the farewell tour next year.
I don't.
That pays you, but that best $1 billion a week.
I don't think LeBron plays for the Lakers this year, bro. I think he done.
That's a whole other story.
Yeah,
but I ain't saying you wrong.
Yeah. My last loser, the Timberwolves. Sometimes staying pat is bad, dude. Just you re-sign Nassr, you re-sign Julius Randle on a bad contract. And I get it, games aren't played on paper, but that's all we got right now. The Rockets got better, the Nuggets got better, the Clippers got better, and Minnesota's pretty much, you're going to start a 38-year-old Mike Conley who can't even finish at the rim anymore. So, yeah, it's over with for the Timberwolves. That was a bad move.
I got one.
Okay, go
last one. I talked about him a little bit on the winner side. Joe Dumars and the Pelicans.
Joseph.
Not only did you only win 21 games last year, not only did you somehow talk yourself into trading for Jordan Poole, you moved up 10 spots in the first round. And I'm a Derek Queen guy. Think he's going to be a very good NBA player. Serviceable, even. You go up 10 spots in the first round and trade an unprotected draft pick when you didn't have to get Derek Queen. He better be the second coming of Bill Russell. Because if not, that's a fireable offense.
He ain't going to be that. I think he's going to be good, but he ain't going to be Bill Russell.
Ain't no way you do that. You give my Hawks a chance to actually get a lottery pick for nothing. Another lottery pick for nothing.
Yeah.
I got one more.
They shot their gun too. Yeah. Go ahead. Go.
Malik Beasley.
Oh shit! God damn, it's hot for him.
He hasn't even been charged anything. But because of this going on, he's probably squandered his potential free agency earnings with the Pistons. His former market was going to be good enough to get him paid, but now they filed a lawsuit that accused him of not paying $650,000 back to a marketing agency. He looks like he's betting on games, so instead of him about to get paid in the free agent market, he's not going to get nothing else.
I think he can beat that case, though.
I don't.
This case ain't that bad.
That dunk.
That look bad.
That dunk look bad, Coach. That dunk look bad.
That look bad.
He can beat that case.
He can, but now his money has already dropped.
Oh, yeah, he fine. He signed to 80 to go to went to.
He said he was in bad spots. Money.
Yeah.
That's where all this coming from.
You know what that is.
See?
It's cheaper to keep it.
Oh Lord!
I'm right. It's all like, remember he was frolicking. Scottie Pippen. Yeah.
When people started doing parlays like they go play numbers, it's over with. People put in parlays every day like they play numbers. It's over with.
Numbers on the south side. You guys ready to start with halftime?
Side had numbers.
No, it didn't. The south side.
Let's do it.
Controlled the numbers.
And let's do it.
It's north side.
Halftime.
No.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Halftime. Let's go.
Yeah. J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcast. Revolution will be podcast.
Halftime.
Let's go. Yeah.
In case you missed it, let's get going. Cristiano Ronaldo has signed a record-setting new deal with Saudi Arabian, shout out to the Saudis, Saudi Arabian football club Al Nassr for $700 million over just 2 years. Ooh. Say that again, cameraman. Just 2 years. This amounts to the highest average salary for a player contract in sports history. $244 million a year in salary, $33.6 million as a signing bonus, plus a 15% equity stake in the Ryder Club. And lastly, don't forget this part, $5.5 million bonus if he leads the Saudi Pro League in goals. But everything else is the selling point, $5.5 million in private jet credits. Don't forget that. And here's my favorite, $82.4 million in sponsorships packs with Saudi Arabian businesses. Shout out to you, Ryder Club and Ryder Season, for bringing boxing back. He has something to do with that as well. And plus 16 full-time personal staff members, if you need those. And those 16 employees are said to include not one, but two, but three drivers, 4 housekeepers, 2 chefs, 3 gardeners, and 4 security guards. And one last bonus for Ronaldo, that there is no, and I mean no, income tax in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. That's $700 to the good.
$700 to the good.
For Cristiano Ronaldo.
Y'all let the Saudis call the podcast. Y'all better answer for I do.
And $245, that's just your base salary.
Yes.
And we get mad about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander taking all of this money, LeBron taking 55. This man making 244.
In
Just
2 years.
base. 33 to sign his name. Man, get the hell out of here.
You let him call me.
Saudi.
Yeah.
Saudi. I
You
said
on our
on
way.
the show when they started messing around with WWE.
Yep.
I said they were coming into sports and they was finna shake this shit up.
Yep.
And they are doing
They
it
doing that.
each and every
Yeah.
day.
Now they doing that.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to go to second half?
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
Hey, it's your man, Coach Locke. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Full Sport Press podcast every Monday, wherever you stream your podcast episodes. Like I always say, get a drummer song.
Revolution will be podcasted. Second half, Odell Bradley interview. Odell Bradley III played at Whites Creek High School, graduating in 1999. After high school, Bradley lettered 2 years at Aquinas Junior College and went on to play at IUPUI. While at IUPUI from 2002 to 2004, Bradley earned honorable mention All-American honors during his senior season. During his senior year, he became the program's first ever player of the year. Odell ranked among the top 10 nationally his senior season, scoring 23 points per game, including 2 41-point outbursts against Oral Roberts. He holds the program's Division I era record, averaging 19 points per game for his career. He helped IUPUI become the program's only NCAA tournament berth in the Division I era. In 2016, Odell was inducted into the IUPUI Hall of Fame. Following his IUPUI career, Bradley proceeded to play professionally, embarking on a professional career that spanned 9 countries over 8 years. Odell retired in 2012 to spend more time with his kids, even after enjoying his best season overseas and winning his league's MVP honors. FSP, help us welcome Odell Bradley III. Let's hear it, man. Dale, Mook. No, the intro's already done.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm about to say, like, hey, get me going a little bit. Pause, but I'm just saying, I want super pause, but I'm just saying.
It's already there. Don't play me like that.
You feel good. You can't get the parking lot, but
listen,
it's already there. Okay.
It's already there.
The only person I trust up here is Jeff and Locke. I don't trust you two. I know you. We gonna get into it. They gonna know why I don't trust you.
So what was your thing with me? Yeah,
Cause you sit beside him.
Okay. Guilty by association.
all right. Dale, my first question.
Talk to me.
What was the thing when you were going against Oral Roberts? Why you go at them like that every time you play against them?
You know what? It wasn't nothing personal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that their gym, like certain gyms, he could attest to it because he's a shooter.
Hold on, why can't I attest to that? I feel good in different gyms too.
I beat you in horse. We'll talk about that later. Why you can't attest to it? You hear what y'all don't know. But listen, it's just certain gyms you walk in, it just feels good to shoot in that gym. And I was just like a really bad matchup for them. You know what I'm saying? So, the first time we played them and I hit them for 40 and we played them 10 days later, I know I'm on a scouting report, they doubling, but it's just still easy. Like certain people, you're just a bad matchup for or whatever. Though. So that's what it was. On top of both games, we went to overtime. So let me say that though, whatever though. But I still hit them for 40, whatever though.
Twice.
Twice within like 12 days though. So
Sure.
it's funny. I seen that guy. His name was Kevin Tutt, I think, the guard, and we was overseas playing, and a guy that was his friend. He knew I was on the team, and he was talking about that. Yeah. He was like, man, you Odell, you the one that hit him for 40 in 12 days. Though I was just like, yeah.
40 twice.
Yeah, but it wasn't nothing personal. The only thing I had personal against our league was like Valparaiso. Or Roberts, though. It wasn't nothing personal. Just one of them days or whatever, though. Just feeling good.
I got a question.
Come on.
You one of the most competitive people I ever met. I've seen Odell go off on somebody in a softball game. We was playing softball. I said, man, we finna have to break the softball game up. But I'm saying, where the competitive, like, where it come from? When did it start?
I don't want to be, I know a lot of times you hear people talk about that era.
Yeah.
I grew up in an era where it was just competitive. I mean, I didn't have no brothers.
Yeah.
I grew up in Parkwood. We played flying the bounce football and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, my mom was an athlete. She played softball, competitive softball. My dad was an athlete. Even though my dad ain't got no stats, he talked more stuff than anybody, but we'll talk about that another day. So just that era of going in the backyard playing, going to different centers and playing when I was growing up, that just built that competitive fire. Then I hate losing more than I love winning. I just do, though. In anything I do, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, it's like a gift and a curse. Because sometimes I let that filter into things that they don't need to filter in being competitive. But in sports, it was just perfect for me because I just hate losing. Like, I love going in a gym and you know I'm better than you and my team is better than you. It's no better feeling in the world. If you tell me what I miss from retired playing, I miss that and miss the grind, getting up, working out, getting better every day. But just being competitive, I feel like if you want something out of life, you got to be competitive. Like, y'all trying to have the best podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? When you dating a woman, you still got to hold your own being competitive because somebody may be trying to get out your gas. So I just feel like that's just something that was just embedded in me because of the era that I kind of grew up in and stuff like that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So being talking about that competitiveness, who's the best person? It's a two-part question. Who's the best person you played against in college, and who was the best person you played against as a pro?
Ooh, okay. College, Kyle Korver tore our ass up. He hit 7 threes in the first half on us. It's crazy. But he wasn't just good, though, but he could shoot the cover off that motherfucker. It was a guy at Centenary. His name was Andre Wadnewski. I guess he's a white boy or something like that. But we played there my senior year, the first year, and that was the one bad game I had that year. I think I might have only had like 9, 11 points. And he had like 25 or 30, and he was talking cash shit. And look, hey, if you don't understand this statement I'm finna say, you just ain't grew up in sports in our era. When a white boy killing you, it hit a little different. Y'all ain't got to answer it. I will. I know y'all got to stay PC for the podcast. But when a white boy's killing you, it hits a little different. So he was talking shit. And he got him and killed us, and he was talking shit. I'm talking about his shoes was raggedy and stuff. And when they came back to us, he hit us for another 28 or whatever, though. I can't lie. But I got my lick back. But I loved him because he was just talking shit. So I would say him, and I played against Danny Granger my junior year. He was at Bradley. He probably the most complete player. He was just, I couldn't get up on his skin. He wouldn't say 2 words to me. Just do his job. Rebound, hook shot, play, and everything, though. So I probably say Danny Granger. Pro-wise, can it be somebody I play with like in an open run? There's got to be a game.
Well, yeah.
Definitely going to be Ron Mercer, for sure. I've never seen, like, his shot fake looks exactly like his shot. And I've never seen somebody that tall just be so twitchy and just fast and quick. So I would say him and Trent, they like tied. Trent House, they like tied. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or whatever, though. So probably them 2 right there. Yeah. Sure.
Trent don't get the respect that he should get.
Not at all.
Because a lot of people, if you didn't know him from being in Tennessee, you just saw him in the NBA and they just think he was a defensive stopper.
Man,
Trent was cold.
Cold. Good guy, too, man. Like, still to this day, he's just like a humble NBA guy. Like, every time I call him, I want to talk some shit, he still answer the phone for me. I remember he was signed with Jordan. He used to get shit from Jordan. He used to give me Jordan sometimes and everything, though, man. Just a real humble, cool guy, though, whatever. But yeah, those guys right there are probably the guys that I played against or whatever, though.
You got
I'm gonna be real. I have no basketball questions.
Okay, come on with it.
All our questions are Buffalo Bill questions.
Okay, come on with it.
So it's not a lot of us in the city.
It's not. It's more than you think, though.
I'm noticing that now.
Okay,
right?
yeah, it is.
Every time I meet somebody, I gotta ask them, what got you to be a Buffalo Bill fan?
I mean, Thurman Thomas, man. Listen, I know I ain't gonna get him to be mad. I think he's the best back ever. I know he's not, but Thurman Thomas was my guy. You couldn't tell me nothing about Thurman Thomas, though. Like, he was just, for some reason, I just gravitated to him because that time I was playing football.
Yeah.
So Thurman Thomas was just like the best thing smoking, and I just gravitated to Buffalo Bills. And I'm one of the people, I don't jump ship to different teams. I'm gonna stay Buffalo Bills, Atlanta Braves, Laker fan because I'm a Kobe to the day I die. So
yeah, they were sorry.
It was sorry.
No, the Buffalo Bills were sorry for a very long time, and like,
and
you would be like,
wait
man,
a minute, bro. Look, watch it. It's a typical Southside guy. The team they pick is the 49ers. Why?
Ain't no way both.
Wow. Are you cheering for the Rose Park football team or whatever, though? The first team, the San Francisco. Duh, who wants to? Everybody want to be a San Francisco forever?
Too. I'm just saying
y'all ain't just been sorry, bro. Y'all ain't just been sorry.
Surprises for a long time.
Sorry.
Buffalo Bills.
Sorry. We ain't won nothing since '94.
Y'all have experienced.
We ain't won it all.
We ain't
won the championship at all. We lost 4 in a row.
Like,
Scott Delwood King lost to the Redskins, the Cowboys twice, man. Like, bro, like,
We see
man.
Yeah.
So, but I'm a diehard Buffalo Bill fan. I ain't gonna never change.
That's all.
We losing, we winning. We got the best quarterback in the NFL. No, we get the second best quarterback in the NFL right now. Third. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now.
All right, now back to basketball. Your draft year was 2004, which was the last year the NBA allowed high school kids to get drafted, right? So 8 high school kids were drafted in the first and second round. 10 made the NBA. That prohibited you from playing in the NBA 100%. I think if it was a situation where those kids weren't there, you get drafted. Does that still sting?
It don't sting as much. What stings is, okay, let me say this. I don't like the what ifs. Everybody had the what if story. I can say if he was 6'9", he wouldn't be sitting here probably.
Yeah.
You can say everybody in here has a what if story. So I don't want the one if story to get credit. What I will say is today's basketball fits my game today.
So
It's positionless. They just want basketball players out there. When I was coming out, when you're 6'4", you got to play point guard. My bad. The last thing I'm ever gonna be is a damn point guard. I can admit, and the numbers don't lie.
You ain't bad.
0.1,
Not passing.
2.6 career
I
average.
can say that. You will pass. We done played in some league together. Pass.
Let me say this. I'm like a Westbrook type passer. You gonna have to be the super double T for me to pass.
Or you gotta really trust them.
Yeah, I gotta trust you. I gotta trust you. I gotta trust you.
You throw that motherfucker.
I gotta trust you. Definitely throwing it.
You did that.
You were the first person I ever heard say, "I'm not worried about the person actually checking me.
Right.
I'm worried about the person that's coming up. I'm looking for the double team." You the first person I ever heard say that.
So I remember when I went to my pre-draft workouts in 2004, and I'm working out with some of the high schoolers. I remember I worked out with Robert Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Did he get drafted?
He get drafted. Yeah,
he got drafted.
Yeah,
Okay.
Seattle.
I worked out with Josh Smith. Now listen, you know the Mikey drill. I know everybody here know the Mikey drill. So I get up there and do the Mikey drill. You know, I'm fresh out of college. I dunk it probably about 8-9 times in a row. He gets up there, dunks them all backwards, windmilling like 19, 20 in a row coming out of high school. So I was like, he deserved to get drafted. So I kind of knew I wasn't going to get drafted. The Pacers were saying they would take me the second round pick, but my agent was like, you don't want that to happen. You want to be more of a free agent so you can go. So when they didn't get picked, I was cool. The Bucks called me and invited me to Summer League. My dumb ass go to the Y because I'm just used to working out and playing. I'm not really embracing what this opportunity is or whatever, though. The guy you just had on the show, we're up at the Y, Marcus Kells. Shout out to Marcus Kells. Yep. That was a great interview, by the way.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And we're playing one-on-one, and he gonna laugh when he hear this. He stuck his foot up under my foot, and I twisted my ankle. Now, he didn't do it on purpose, but I shot the shot, and I rolled my ankle. Yeah. So I think it happened like on a Wednesday. I got to go fly to Milwaukee on that Saturday. I'm like, damn, I'm still going to go. So I go up there limping, it hurt. So Milwaukee got a first drill. I'm trying to do something. I can't do it. He put me to the side. Look, we're going to let you ice or something. Maybe you'll be out in a couple of days. I was never good. Of course, they were like, well, we'll bring you back. Yeah. I knew they weren't bringing me back. It wasn't like I was some hot thing. So that way I ended up going overseas. So I kind of gave up on the NBA dream because I was making some money playing ball overseas. So about my third or fourth year overseas, I ended up being the third best prospect in the United States for playing overseas. I had an option to go to the Venezuela to make $42,000 in a month, 2 months, or go to Summer League. I know this sound kind of weak. I kind of knew at that moment, like, I'm good enough to be in the NBA, but my feet is 10 toes in being an overseas player. Right. I got kids. I'm finna have a son. Let me just go on and get this bread. This Summer League, I'm just going to have to, like, almost kind of give up on the dream. And it might have been the wrong decision, but I'll be honest, I didn't have the right people around me to tell me, you need to go to that Summer League. Yeah. That overseas money will still be there. You can go get you another deal. I'm not thinking all I see is 42. Yeah. Remember, I got Southside habits. 42, I'm going to go to the place. I'm going to go to a car when I get back in Nashville. Balls at that time wasn't up at 150. Yeah. I got 4 balls at 150 in Nashville during that time.
You going to the place.
Being able to grab everything in there. So, again, that's why it's so important to have the right people around you. I'm not going to say the people around me was the wrong people. They just didn't have the knowledge to be like, no, you go to that Summer League. You're the third best minor league prospect right now. You just coming from the CBA average of 27 a game, all-star MVP. That little 42 will always be there. You need to go. And I didn't go. And after that, that's when that NBA dream kind of just gave up on it. But I don't sit there and look into the NBA and be like, damn, I wish I could have been there. Like, I'm honest with myself. I was a 6'4" scorer. I wasn't a point guard at the time. I ain't gonna say I was a bad defender, but that wasn't my focus. No. So it just wasn't for me at the time, whatever, though. And sometimes it just ain't your time for something, though. You just got to accept that or whatever, though. So it is what it is.
So kind of hitting on that a little bit, with all the exposure that these younger players can play in front of now, you know, they have exposure tournaments. It seems like every weekend, the EYBL, all these circuits, everything. You know, when we were playing, it wasn't number AAU. That was it. And you had to make it the Nationals to play in front of college coaches. Right. Do you think you would have played at a higher level if you played in this generation?
Ooh, that's a great question, Locke. I knew you was going to be the one up here to ask a great question. I knew Jay would ask the petty questions. I knew Jeff was going to ask the Buffalo questions. I knew Weezy just thinking about what can I get Odell to say some shit that else go viral. I know what these motherfuckers going to do. But listen, that's a great question because I understood even when I was playing and my daddy understood, like, it's funny. My daddy understood this indirectly. He wanted me to be the man. He didn't give a fuck. If my son is scoring 20, he ain't playing on that team. But I understood at that time too, like, if I was going to play on some elite team, but I'm only going to play 10 or 15 minutes, that's not helping me.
Right.
I'm a firm believer in you have to play to get better. You don't get better by sitting by the damn Gatorade kid. That's just me. I know in football, the quarterback can get better by going to watch film and everything. I just think in basketball, you have to play.
Right.
You got to learn how to feel to get hit. You got pause, but you got to learn how to get through gaps and cut and just all that stuff. So I think I would have played on a team like Team Mookie right now.
When I say a better team, I'm not necessarily saying your travel team.
Yeah.
I'm saying would you played at a higher level.
I was going to college.
Right. Yeah.
At that time, I still think my gap was still mid-major. Even though I dominated a lot of – I tell everybody, I dominated mostly every Power 5 school I played when I played. However, though, I knew I was a mid-major player. I was kind of undersized the way I played, you know what I'm saying? So I think I still would have been a mid-major player. I would have had some NIL money, though. And I would have had a little bit of bag, you know what I'm saying? However, but I think mid-major, elite mid-major was just my thing or whatever, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And this is a two-part question, and you led right into it. Would you have transferred after that second year that you dominated? Do you think you'd have transferred up?
Somebody asked me that in the barbershop when I went a couple weeks ago, and that's a great question. I think it depends on the bag, but this is what I see. Like, is it worth it if you're the man at MTSU? You're the man, you just got player of the year. I don't know what kind of NIL money they get. Let's just say they pay you, give you a $50,000 or $60,000. But UT up the road come get you, say they're going to give you $150,000, $200,000, but you're going to sit on the bench, though.
Yeah, so is
it like, it's one of them things we talked about. You got to have the right people around you, and you got to know who you are. You look in the mirror. Okay, I know I'm not going to be the player at MTSU. I am at UT because of the opportunities maybe. However, I got to play the long game. Okay, maybe I can just get in the rotation, do a couple things, and then get my stock good for my pro resume or whatever, though. So it's a give or take on what player you got to be or whatever, though, because when I was at IUPUI, the city was mine.
Right.
Like, nobody was more popular than me than nobody but Peyton Manning and Jermaine O'Neal. When you came through the city, it's a billboard of Peyton Manning, it was a billboard of Jermaine O'Neal, and it was a big-ass billboard of Odell Bradley. And then I was on buses. Like, I could do whatever I wanted in that city, whatever, though, and it was my team. It would be hard for me to give it up. And my daddy wasn't broke. So I wasn't hurt for no money. He wasn't rich, but by that time I wasn't broke. So let's say IUPUI was giving me $25,000. And they said Vandy or UT gonna give me $110,000 or $150,000. I might have turned it down because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't want to sit on the bench. I know what it feel like to sit on the bench. When I was in I got cut when I was in 7th grade. In 8th grade, I only scored 8 points. I remember all my points. I hit a 3 against Highland Heights. I hit a 3 against DuPont Tyler, and I hit a layup against Jolton. I remember my 8 points. That ain't no good feeling, bro. And I'm seeing my peers, and they're good, like Terry Reynolds and Ron Slade. These guys are already stars. I don't like that feeling, bro. It wasn't no better feeling than, like, this is me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would have gave. I know people going to be thinking, like, damn, that's 60. You would have gave it up for that bread. Bro, it's nothing like when something is yours.
Yeah.
And you know, going into the game, when it all else fails, this ball's coming to me. Ain't no better feeling than that. So I don't know if I would have gave it up for them couple of rings. I'm going to be honest with you.
Let me ask you this. We talking.
Here come the petty question.
Yes, y'all.
Come on.
Give me your top 5 Nashville players.
Who I was hoping y'all asked me this. I can't even lie because I know I'm gonna hurt some feelings. So this is what I need you to tell. I need to ask you. Can you give me a criteria? Because I'm gonna tell you why.
He the criteria guy.
Okay, now I'm gonna tell you. No, you asked the question. You got it. No, listen. I'm gonna tell you why it gotta be a criteria because it's a lot of guys that did it in high school and then got to college. They didn't do so well. This ain't no shot at nobody, but if you take this a shot, everybody know me. Heavy O, you can holler at me. There ain't no indirect shot. Okay? But listen, no, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to say this. I've been wanting to say this on a mic, and I want to be on a mic with my brother.
All right.
A lot of guys did it in high school.
Yeah.
They didn't do it in college, or they was average in college. Some guys was okay in college, and then they didn't even play pro.
Yeah.
So if a guy was just great in high school, okay in college, didn't really do something in pro, how can he be in the top 5 like it, or some of his numbers is average, though? I'm just saying, like, 11, 12, 13 points, I don't care who it is, your best friend, you like him or anything, it's not legendary numbers. Now, this is what I know somebody going to say. They'll say it in the comments, in your comments when y'all post this, or in my comments. Well, he went to this school, or he played with such and such. The cream rise to the top when you're good.
Yeah.
You take your game wherever you go. So this is my top 5.
All right, go
And
ahead.
I'm gonna go on criteria of everything. I'm going on everything. High school. I'm going high school, college, and everything. That's just me. I'm gonna do the cream cup like that.
High school, college,
and pro. Yes, that's just me. That's
Go
just
ahead.
me. I'm gonna count Darius. Are we counting Darius Garland? Is he from here?
we ain't count.
We not counting Darius?
He gets played. He
We
not
love
from here.
theirs. We don't count theirs.
Dang, man, who my number point guard?
Oh, so you gonna go position or you just going?
I can just go top 5.
No, give me your starting 5. Give me your
No,
starting
no, hey, this is Weezy question. See, Southside, he trying to take over. Weezy, is it a position or just 5 players?
Give me 5 players.
5 players, okay.
That's easier for me.
Dante Jones, he's in that top 5. He's to me the most talented, just raw talented player ever come from this city. Dante Jones, Brandon Miller, Ron Mercer. It gets sketchy right after that. I got to put my boy Big Homie in there, David Vaughn.
One more, cause that
No, one more.
This ain't order. It's just 5.
Nah, this is that.
All right.
You ain't gonna put yourself in there?
Hell no, I ain't top 5. I wouldn't even play like that. No play. I wouldn't be disrespectful to people. Do we count the Trent? Can I say Trent? Trent for real? I can say Trent.
No, he not from the city.
Oh, from the city. From the city. Ooh, I might have to put my boy Ron Slay in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could be Slay.
Slay, Brandon Miller, David Vaughn, Dante Jones, Ron Mercer. That's my 5. Yeah.
Now, I argue all the time,
Mm-hmm.
pound for pound. There's never, and even though it's you family, it ain't no situation where I hold this. You're the best scorer to ever come through the city.
Thank you for them flowers.
It ain't even
Good to
close.
hit the flowers while you still alive.
The main thing is, how do you feel about a statement like that?
It feel good. Like, I'm not gonna get up here and be on the like, oh my gosh, like, don't say that about me. Like,
Yeah.
who don't want to hear it when somebody say you the
Yeah.
fucking good at something though? I think I'm one of the best scorers in here. And I think when you have any kind of basketball conversation, when you get around about the 10 to 15 range, if you don't bring my name up, you probably just don't know the lineages of basketball around here. I think when you get around about the 15s or no past 20 or whatever, though, you know what I'm saying? Definitely scoring wise, because I think it's the people like me, the Dante Jones.
Yeah.
What people don't understand, I know people, Ron Mercer, I mean, if he wanted to, he could have averaged more points. I mean, I hate to say you got to put Brandon Miller in there. Like, these guys can really, like, play and score the basketball. Like somebody like Josh Cooper, what people don't talk about.
Yeah, Cooper
Just score the basketball. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, though. So, of course it feel good. Definitely coming from you.
Yeah.
I mean, when Southside give anybody, because I know you might want to throw somebody out there out south that's a great scorer or whatever, though. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, though. But, I know how y'all do, but I appreciate that, though.
Because the thing is, if it's a guard, they too little. And if the bigs, they too slow. So I always say, ain't nobody stopping you.
I will say this. The only thing I hate when I hear that statement, even though I know you don't mean this, people always just boxing me into just only being a scorer.
Yeah.
That was just the best thing I did.
Yeah.
Now, hold up. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. My focus on getting people involved? Yeah. Fuck no.
No.
Was my focus on getting a stop? No. Hey, I'm guarding the third best player on the team. So my focus was definitely on scoring, but you don't have the career and resume I got if all you did was.
That's right.
It wasn't like everywhere I went, I averaged 40. I'm not going to tell that lie. You know what I'm saying? That was the best. Like, I hate that knock, like, on people that score sometimes. They automatically say they can't do it on the other end, though. Like, I hear them say that about people, like, from my city, like Dante Jones. They say that about Ron Slay. I've heard them say that about Josh Cooper. These guys, like, I'm not going to say they elite defenders, but these guys just could score, but they could defend, though. It's just that you just see the energy on the offensive end more, but these guys could defend, though. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, though. So I just, sometimes when I hear that statement, I know you don't mean it, though. It's just like, that's all he did or whatever, though. Like, I did a little more than that. Like, I could rebound. Like, I did other things or whatever, though. It's just my focus wasn't on other things, which I wish I would have learned at an earlier age how to cut and pass the ball more. Because maybe in college, if I would have averaged 20, but 6 assists, maybe my trajectory would have been a little different, though.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of the lineage, your family, I think it's one of the most athletic families that ever came through the city.
Appreciate it.
Who is the most athletic person in your family?
Cortez Graham by far. He was at Hillsborough, my nephew. Shout out Cortez. He's at Northern Alabama. He's definitely, he did the East Bay in a region final game on a break between the league. It ain't nothing else to talk about.
But I'm saying athletic, like.
Oh, do you mean athletic like physically?
Like Tay could go and play football. I think he was.
But that's okay. My bad. You didn't say athletic. I'm talking about athleticism. Okay.
And Jamie.
Okay, Cortez is like athletic, right?
Yeah,
athleticism.
Yeah.
Because listen, man, it's easy to say Jamie.
Yeah.
Because he played football in the
For
SEC.
the listeners, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie Graham.
Yeah.
Shout out my nephew. Shout out, he's at Lipscomb, whatever though. Jamonte Grant is my nephew. Shout out. He was a great football player.
Great football player.
And he was a great basketball player. Shout out to my son, Odell Bradley the fourth. He was a good football player, good basketball
a better
player.
shooter than you.
Most definitely a better shooter.
Yeah.
He better be. I have him in the gym. Guess I might keep him in the gym. But let me say this, and I'm just big on this. Jamie did it at a higher level. He's one of the only, I don't know if he still is, he's like one of the only few people that ever played. I think it's a change now, but at the time, he was like one of the only ones to play SEC football and basketball.
Yeah.
Now I tease him all the time. You didn't really play that fucking much in basketball, but it's still on your resume. You gotta fuck with it. I gotta fuck with my nephew.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to give it to him.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, he's always been a star when he's been playing, even in youth. Like up until I seen him playing with Golden Tate.
Yeah.
I never seen a better youth football player. Now, granted, I know go ahead, some people out south that played. I know it's other players. I'm just saying, in our time, if you put it up on Facebook, people will tell. Let me just say this about Jamie. This is why I gotta give it to him. He made all decade in 2 sports in Nashville. He made all decade.
That's all.
Yeah, that counts. He made all decade for football and basketball in Nashville for his decade. So I got to give it to him.
So since we're talking about 2 sports, now Marcus got on here said more kids should choose 1 sport instead of 2. How you feel about that?
I love what he said about what y'all could understand about overseas. I ain't saying they dummies or nothing, but their focus, like you said, when this is what we going for, they put those kids in like basketball academies.
Yeah.
Early, like, I mean, I used to go play in France and stuff. I'm seeing these, all they do is go to a basketball academy. So, like, they might be in class from 8 to 12. And then after that, it's just strictly basketball. That's why these overseas guys come to the NBA be more skilled and everything, though. So, I'm big. When I coached AAU, I didn't tell guys you can't play baseball in the summer. What I tell them is it's going to come a time where one of them is going to have to trump the other because it's at the same time in the most important months of the year. Because in basketball, he'll tell you the coach, it's the live period. Most of the live period when I was coaching a couple years ago was in July. I think it was one in May. You can't miss those weekends if you're a basketball player. I mean, unless you're a 5-star, you just want to kick your feet up. But if you're trying to get to it, you got to play those weekends. And it might be a big baseball tournament. You got to make a choice. So I don't like boxing somebody in because the goal is to get a scholarship.
Right.
But I wish more, and I ain't gonna lie, football coaches and AAU coaches need to get more on the same page because the football coach will be telling the kid, man, because July is kind of the kickoff for football. You can't miss this. But this kid is playing football, might be just as good in basketball. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, though. Like, for example, I'm going to tell you, the kid at Pericone, I can't think his name. I know they call him Jock. I can't think his real name, though. I can't with it. Anyway, he's the best player at Pearl football.
Yeah.
He's a good basketball player. I mean, he's small, but he's a good basketball player. But I'm sure his coaches sway him to football, which is fine because it might be his sport. I think he's finna go to Colorado State.
Yeah.
But if he still gave that same focus in basketball, he could have been a basketball player too because the kid can really play. So, I mean, it's tough. I do like the part of I'm going to go to a school. If I'm focused on one thing, I'm going to go to a school that's focused on that. Like, if I'm football, I'm going to go to one of these powerhouse private schools, or I'm going to go to Pericone, Watch Creek is back on the uprise or whatever, though. I'm not going to Glencliff. I'm just playing. Look. I didn't want to see that face when I said those Southside schools. I'm just playing. Shout out to CJ Scott. That's my boy. I'm just messing with you. But no, I mean,
turn it around.
You want to go to let me just say, you want to go to a powerhouse football school if I'm a football player.
Yeah.
If I'm a basketball player, I probably want to go to a powerhouse basketball school, just get it focused. Because today it's hard. It's different than what we played. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we didn't have exposure. You play South to AAU, you better qualify. You go to the AAU State. If you don't come in the top 4, your AAU is done. You're done for the summer. You back playing in the center. So, you know, it's just so much you competing with or whatever, though. So sometimes you want to lock in on if you know what you want to do.
Do you think stuff like that is kind of why kids are being forced to pick one or the other?
Yes.
Like you said, your summer's over with. So if you played both sports at that time, you could go to football.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, the thing is the football coaches and the AAU coaches need to kind of get on the same page because I can't lie to you, the football coaches be hating AAU coaches. AAU coaches be hating the football coach. Like, I can't tell you how many times kids come to me and be like, man, my football coach talking about I'm not going to start. I'm not going to play if I go to this AAU tournament in July. I'd be like, damn, coach, like, he's right in the middle. He's a good football player and basketball player. Like, why you put this pressure on him to choose? So I think that's more of a conversation, a round table talk that need to happen more. The high school coach and football coach need to do it. But some of these high school football coaches, like, they look down on the AAU coach. I got 6 damn rings. Who are you? AAU coach looking at the football coach like, dude, nobody care about you. Honestly, what people don't want to hear tonight, most kids that be really good at football for some reason, we can name a million of them, or choose basketball for some reason.
Yeah.
And the football coach will be thinking that you're pushing them to play basketball, but you're not. It just happened like that.
Yeah.
I should have kept playing football.
Should have.
I probably would have beefed up in a great
All-state tight end.
Or
Nah, you tight end. Nah, you tight end.
I'm a big shout out to Coach Knowledge, Jim Knowledge, Watts Creek, God rest his soul. I had a couple concussions after my freshman year.
Damn.
And I knew there were concussions now because his headaches.
Ain't
And Coach Knowles, in a slick way, was like,
that's
Bradley, you know,
Yeah.
if you play basketball, you ain't going to have no headaches. Just kind of just veer it off. And you started, boom. I tell Coach Cole I ain't playing football no more.
CTE. I knew that's what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't care what happened, how much on time. I need 10 minutes to tell y'all the horse story.
No, real quick. Nah, I got.
care. I ain't in no rush. I don't care.
No. This is the thing. I think,
I'm telling this story. I'm getting that story off.
and I'm gonna get the Mook story off too.
Oh, we're going to get that one off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
got to. That's funny. That's funny, too.
But I think our city's competitive nature kind of died with the group of you, Parham, Slay, Cool. I think it died right around that time. And also, I think Penny, Mario, all of those guys played a good role of keeping it going.
Hey, that's tough, Jay. You know the YNs ain't going to like you saying that.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the competitive nature with the young guys?
Let me say, I just think social media
Yeah.
made guys more friendly.
Mm.
Because, when we played, I played Orlando Spring, I know you, but we don't go to the same school. Josh Cookwood, I know you, but so we ain't liking each other pictures or whatever. Though. So I will agree with you somewhat that social media has made everybody cool. So that's why when a guy that's real competitive, he stands out so much in this era, whatever, though. And when I era, we had so many of them. But I hate being the guy. I don't want to be the guy that's the old guy that's down in another era, though. Because, of course, I'm going to like my era. I'm going to be a little biased to my era, though. I do think my era is more competitive, but I do 100%. Think this new era is more talented. But social media has made everybody so friendly. Yeah. And like I do open gyms sometimes for some of these guys, they be so friendly. I be like, if you're not finna fight, you ain't cussing. Like, what we doing? Like, again, when I tell them the story about me and you, I'm not being funny. You don't play. But when I tell them how bad you was.
Don't say like I don't play.
What I mean by you don't play college, I said you wasn't able.
Don't
play. You don't play. You don't play. You don't play. If you tell me right now, hey, you don't podcast. I don't podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
I just said you.
Man, we finna go there. So with Aquinas, and then I promise you we'll get to it. It was you. It was E. It was
great team.
Ooh.
Yes.
It was Drink.
Loaded.
Jake Lou was on that team too.
Yes. Hey, listen, let me go down some of the full names so you know. Jeremy Lewis.
Yes. Loaded.
Listen, I'm saying this because it ain't white boy that could jump out the effing gym.
Yes.
Rex Chapman.
Yes.
We had Arvid Caldwell. They called him Tall Drink from Pearl Cone. Yep. Jump out the gym or whatever though.
Yeah.
Who else did we have? Eric Parham.
Yeah.
A great point guard, played in MTSU.
Yep.
Calvin Owens. One of the best shooters to come through this city. If you go down a list of shooters and you get to like 8 or 9 and you don't say his name, you don't know basketball. Yeah. He can shoot the cover off of it. Who else? Tyler Jones.
Yeah.
People don't know about him. Let me tell you something. My freshman year, he was the best player on the team.
Yeah.
I seen him ISO and get 47.
Yeah.
47 points.
That's a good team.
Yeah.
That was NIL before NIL. They was paying y'all.
No,
that was paying y'all.
Giving out scholarships. Aquinas was giving out scholarships. And we didn't pay nothing. I didn't get no. Hey, bro, I had an 87 box. I had 87 box Caprice. Wasn't no NIL money.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. You had an 87 box Caprice.
Hey, bro, I got Pell Grant. 1850.
They were paying y'all
1850. When I became a junior, it was 21 to 2150. No, that junior college team.
Yeah.
And then my second year, when all those left,
yeah,
we had like 6 of us play college ball. It's me, I went D1. White boy Nick Jones, I forgot about Nick Jones. Yeah, man. He could have went to UT. He was nasty. Like I tell everybody, my sophomore year, we was ranked in the country all year.
Yeah.
We jacked that off in the JUCO tournament, man. Like lost our first game. That was one of the better.
That's a good team.
College team right there, no lie. Could have beat D1 teams.
100%. That was a D1 team.
Like shout out to Charlie Anderson, God rest his soul. The coach, like in practice, we didn't even run nothing. I know that sounds crazy for us to be so successful, but like we had so many great ISO players, but we all got along.
Yep.
So it wasn't like, oh, you got to go and here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, there you got I think I averaged like 21.
Yeah.
I am averaged like 19.
Yeah.
Like we used to average like 110 a game.
Yeah.
In JUCO. That's why I tell people like, don't shit on JUCO.
Yeah.
JUCO is a good player. Shout out to my son. He's at JUCO at Chess State. Made all conference. Like JUCO is some good basketball players in JUCO. I'm not trying to hype it up because my son played, but like it's guys that is just, and he'll tell you recruits, they're missing one thing. Like,
That's it.
it'd be a guy 6'2", if he was 6'4", he'd be a little different. So you try to see if he gonna polish it up or grow maybe an inch. It's a big guy that's skinny as hell, but he can run like a damn rebound. He just need to beef up. So like, it's good players in college everywhere though. But that team at Aquinas was amazing though.
Yeah.
I got some footage of that, man. I'm about to
Yeah, you got
put
to
it
drop
up.
that.
Yeah, there's some
gotta
footage
drop
for real.
Yeah.
But I know J. Lou probably told y'all some good stories.
Yeah.
Man,
He could jump out the
he could jump.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Jack Luke could jump.
He could
He could
jump. Yeah.
Tell the story.
Yeah.
Tell
Okay, y'all. Let me tell y'all about this story. Look at Luke. He told me to tell the story. You saw Queen cut me off?
No,
Weezy, you saw Queen cut me off?
Now,
Go
do it
ahead,
the
go.
right way now.
Okay, this
I'm gonna stop.
This is what we're gonna do. If I mess up,
Okay.
all I want you to do, you can stop me. If I don't mess up, you can stop me. Okay.
Let him roll.
Okay. So one day, I think we just chilling at his house.
Yeah.
Was it the day we watched the Tailfare? It wasn't that day. It was another day.
It was another day.
That's
Yeah.
the best sports documentary too. I heard that. I seen that. I remember the episode y'all did on
for
sports
sure.
documentary.
Every time I
Anyway,
watch it, I cry.
that was amazing. But so we go to the Northwest Y.
Yeah.
He like, man, come on, let's play horse.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, we can play horse. That's cool. So most people, when you play a horse, you doing trick shots.
Yeah.
So I think we both just bushing around, a little bank shot here. So we both just making it. So I could just pause, feel the competitive energy getting up though. Like he ain't smiling really no more. I'm not smiling no more. I'm like, he really want to fucking beat me. Now, granted, I wanted to beat him anyway, and Jay can shoot. I'm not saying it because right here he can't shoot the basketball. He can shoot the bat and not shoot better. You're a lying. Lock shoot. Listen, y'all know I mean this. Lock shoot better than everybody up here.
Yeah. No,
Lock might not even remember this story one time. I'm gonna go back to you like I said real quick. Remember that time with the TSU at nighttime shooting?
Mm-hmm.
I beat Lock and I couldn't believe him though. I probably would never beat him again. Lock can shoot the basketball. I couldn't believe that I beat him that one time. And watch this, I will never shoot against him again. So I can always say I beat him. I know he can shoot better than me. But anyway, so me and Jay, I gotta tell him what kind of car you got because that's part of the story.
Yeah, back then.
This when he had his Camaro.
Yeah.
When he first came out, he always gonna have a fresh shit, Southside shit, whatever. Anyway. So he got the Camaro or whatever though. So we ride. He said, "Come on." I jump in the Camaro. We ride. We go to the Y.
Then
So
you
we shoot.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
We shooting. Let me finish. We shooting. So it get a little competitive. So now we just kind of just start shooting like deep threes, corner threes and shit. So I think he went up to like what you went up to like HOR?
S.
HORS.
S.
And I had HO. Ho.
H.O. Yeah, you had H.O.
So I was like, hey, you better tighten up a little bit.
You locked in.
So I think we already said we were going to the Nike alley in Lebanon. At that time, that's the spot to go to. Hey, he gonna find the shit out there. So I said, let me tighten up though. So I thought shooting it a little deeper.
Yeah.
He thought making it too. Now, mind you, I got S. One miss is over.
So
We both like Paul stroking it.
Yeah.
We both, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good
So finally, he ain't gonna last. He ain't gonna last. He not gonna last.
And that's not true. I lasted. Pause. But what I'm saying is,
I thought it was my story.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
You can finish after I finish, okay? So pause, yes. So finally, I get up to S. I catch up to him or whatever though. I'm sorry, y'all. I get intense sweating. It's all good. So finally, I win. I don't even talk shit to him. Now, this is my brother. I'm gonna talk the kindly shit, but not like how I would do if it was somebody else.
Right.
Nigga, you cannot shoot me, nigga, whatever. He ain't saying shit.
He go
just
cold with him. He go cold on you.
Yeah, he just like, okay, so we get in the car. Remember the car he got. This time, I think I got my Impala. I ain't got no heated seats. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
I'm frugal. I ain't bought nothing. I mean, I had my 2-seater leg, but didn't have that though. And I'm old school. So we riding. It's just kind of quiet. He playing a little music. So I'm like, mind y'all, it's like 90 outside. So we riding. I'm like, damn, he's sitting over there. This nigga ain't sweating. I'm on this motherfucker sweating. Like, damn, why am I sweating? What the fuck going on? Like, damn, my legs warming up, my ass hot and shit. What the fuck going on? I said, Jay, you ain't hot? You got the air on? He said, yeah, man. I got the air on. It's cold. Yeah, I got it on. Yeah. So we ride. We on 40. He going like, he ain't even going fast. We in a Camaro when they first came out.
He ain't flying.
You can't be in a Camaro going, you got to be going 70, 75 driving a Camaro.
And tell him how
He's going about 60,
Tell
bro.
him how far Northwest wide to
Okay, the
Lebanon is.
Northwest wide is probably to Lebanon easily a 35-minute, 40-minute drive.
Easy.
Easily. So I'm like sweating though. Like we already got through playing. So I'm like, oh, well, I probably just ain't cooled down from the Y. So we get there. He tried to pull in. I see him just start kind of laughing. I'm like, Jay, what you laughing at? He like, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I'm like, what up? I had your heated seat on, nigga. I was mad that you beat me. This motherfucker had cut on the heated seat on me. And I didn't even know it because I didn't know nothing about heated seats at the time. He was so mad I beat him. This motherfucker cut on the heated seats on me. How monkey is that?
I can see him doing it and not saying a word out there.
Oh my God. He wait till we got there and I swear to God, if God can go back, that's the fucking laugh he had right there. Oh my God, dude. I said, you motherfucker. So hey, when I got back in the car on the way back, I'm touching shit, making sure like, Nino, make sure they had this seat on. Now let me tell you about the Mook story.
No, let me tell the Mook story.
Okay, tell the Mook story.
So
hold on.
This is statute of limitations.
Okay, I want to make sure you say it here. I'll make sure you ain't get no trouble. Okay, yeah, I appreciate it. Okay.
So, all right, so we all out, me, Penny, Hassan, Locke, everybody, we out all the time. Now, Odell is, how can I say this? Odell's a ladies' man at the time. You know
at the time. I like the part. At the time. Okay, at the time.
You know, so in turn, it was a lot of women around us around that time. You know, it was a lot. And, you know, so in turn, everybody else was, you know, it's like, hey, you know, Odell be like, hey, man, who is that? I want her. Say less. You know what I mean? Hey, this my man. Oh,
he throw some oops.
I'm gonna throw some, and you know,
oops.
Man, great oops, man.
And he blocked the right ones too. That's another podcast.
That's a whole nother podcast.
That's a whole other podcast. And I'm forever grateful.
Forever grateful.
I'm forever grateful.
All right.
I'm forever grateful.
So, but in turn now, as we gotta further into the things, and I'm thinking like, you know, man, it's time to start settling down a little bit. That's a good girl right here. Now, Odell also is very friendly. So he has a lot of girls that are also friends. True. So
to this day,
yo, Dale, like, man, I asked Coach, I asked anybody, hey, has Odell ever thrown y'all a oop like we throw him oops? And he was like, everybody be like, man, hell no.
I threw Penny oops.
Except for our son.
I threw our son some oops.
But in turn, we'll talk about it. But here we go. And then so I said, man, he never threw me no oop. And then I was like, well, shit. And I just asked him, like, why don't you ever throw me no hoops, dog? And he was like, oh, man, you know, shit. Man, I be trying, bro, but shit, I be forgetting, bro. I be forgetting. I said, oh, okay. So, like, you forget to pass the ball. Now, I was thinking, who's the worst point guard in NBA history? Just no assists, all scoring.
Guess what?
And I said, oh, from here on out, until Odell called my phone right now, it says, Mookie Blaylock Bradley. And to this day, I call him Mook because he's the worst point guard of all my friends.
I tried to throw him this oop, man.
No, you
and she was right there to throw the oop. He told me, go. I ain't gonna lie, kind of like froze up or whatever. I don't know. No. Remember I was trying to take a picture and I got caught or something? Because then you tell me, you said take a picture of her. And I was trying to take a picture and I got caught. She seen me. Because remember she hit me up on Facebook or something. And it's like, and she said, I see you taking a picture of me. And I was like, it wasn't for me, but I never told her who it was for though.
And on top of that, he probably talked to her after that.
No, I did not. I used to mess with her friend, bro.
You did.
No, I did not. I don't think no friend. No.
The worst point guard. So if you ever need a oop, Odell's throwing it to the sky.
That is funny. That is funny.
Mookie Blaylock, man.
He calls me Mookie Blaylock, dude.
Yeah, no, for sure. And he's
terrible. Like Locke said, I pass the ball to people I trust.
Man, now tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate, subscribe, but more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend. No.
Listen, I don't want to tell y'all thank you, man, for having me on, man. For real, though, man. I love what y'all do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get up here and lie, because people probably get up and lie to y'all like they listen to y'all every week. I don't listen to y'all every week, because I forget, but I do listen, though, whatever, though. Just like y'all was talking about.
No bullshit.
Face of the league.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can be the face of the league, but not be the best player in the league, though. Because I'm going to tell Marcus, D-Rose did get MVP that year, but LeBron during that game, when LeBron was in Miami, it was nobody better than LeBron.
Oh, do you don't remember, like, our third episode, Locke had to go Columbia State.
I remember
and me and you did
it was NCAA tournament.
It was NCAA. That was episode 3, bro.
This is 5-4. That's just 571?
571.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
For real, man.
We did another one together at your house.
You sure did. That's the one I'm talking about.
Because, look, I was just talking to Lou. It's good to see Lou, man.
Yeah.
I listen to his Day podcast.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, we just hit the play button.
Yeah.
We listen to y'all. Yeah. We don't know all that it come on. Like, y'all got chemistry.
Yeah.
That stuff ain't easy to get up on this mic. Just because you talking about something that you love, you got a great cameraman.
Yeah.
I love what y'all do, man.
Yeah,
y'all stick with it, man. I mean, I don't know
the
goal or how profitable it is or whatever, though, but I love what y'all do. I do. The same way I listen to First Take. I
Yeah.
listen to y'all too or whatever.
Yeah.
Though. And sometimes I be disagreeing.
I know. All the
Sometimes
time.
y'all say some shit.
Yeah,
that
for sure.
I love when Jeff take up for the Buffalo Bills.
That's how he do. That's how he do.
I love it though.
We didn't get into the point of some of those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good.
Right quick before we get out with it.
Nah, come on.
He don't like Josh Allen.
I've come along.
he be.
Come along.
Yeah, he don't like. He don't
Nah,
like Josh.
Here's the thing, though.
He don't like.
Because
Oh my god.
so here's the thing. We gave him the keys to it.
You gotta pay him early because you pay him late, they gonna tax you.
But the money's the money. I'm
Okay.
talking about his accountability. He didn't have accountability for the turnovers yet. He made a lot of bad plays.
That's true, but on the back end of that, where we at when he's making the turnovers, if he don't do what he do to get us there, we ain't in position for him to make the turnovers.
Come on, man.
Jacksonville throwing to a double cover fullback.
That's true, but also what about some of the time where he break loose and go for 30, 40 yards? I mean, at that time, you had to take the give or take, though. And I know you had to give or take. You know what I'm saying? But I love Josh Allen, though. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I come around.
Yeah.
But, I didn't want to give y'all flowers, man.
We appreciate it, man.
Y'all
We
needed
do.
y'all flowers,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Other people don't give y'all flowers. Like I said, it's a lot that go into running a podcast. Even for me just sitting here,
Yeah.
I see just what you got to do to go through it. Though.
Yeah.
It ain't just get in front of Mike. Let's start talking sports. I pre-plan and everything, though, man. I appreciate y'all having me anytime I come back. And
man.
sometimes I can come in and watch me. I love what y'all do, man. I love all
Appreciate it, man.
Good,
Yeah,
y'all.
brother,
Good guys.
sure.
Please listen to the FSC podcast, y'all. Good podcast.
Weezy, what you got?
What?
Everything paid for.
Oh, everything paid for it, but that's me. That's on
Yeah, that's how you do. Yeah, coach.
Yeah, get a drama song.
Jeff,
Camera's always on, brother.
Cameraman, the revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
We done?
Yeah.
Yeah, we done.
Okay, I asked y'all for record now.
Yeah, we done.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.